213 Rock with Harrag Melodica on Vinylestimes Classic Rock Radio.
Hell yeah, on your web rock station Vinylestimes, the classic rock radio en direct avec nous ce soir. Imperia, le nouvel album The Last Horizon, 213 Rock Vinylestimes, the classic rock radio en direct avec nous Jan Yrlund. Hi Jan, nice to meet you.
Hey man, nice to meet you too, and thanks for having me here.
Of course, welcome tonight on 213 Rock, web rock station, Vinylestimes, classic rock radio. As you know, my name is Harrag Melodica, and thank you very much for accepting my invitation for tonight.
Cool.
Yes, ce soir en direct, donc je vous l'ai dit, hein, Jan Yrlund, guitare et en même temps programmateur, etc., orchestration concernant Imperia, le nouvel album The Last Horizon. Mais alors quel album, un gros album que j'avais envie de vous présenter ce soir, hein. Donc le groupe a sorti son nouvel album intitulé The Last Horizon le 26 mars dernier via le label Massacre Records. So Jan, after listening to this new album, I wondered if the new album would not be in fact a musical piece for play.
Musical piece, you mean?
Yes, that's right. This is my imagination, of course.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have any real concept for it. There is a kind of a red line going through the songs, which is a kind of a personal thing for our singer Helena, because all the lyrics are really personal about her own life, and she's been through a lot, and that's why every song has kind of a melancholic feeling to them. But musically, there's not really a concept there. Although I gotta say that we had so many songs to choose from that basically could have been a kind of a theme album as well. Mm-hmm. And that's why we made it actually a double album. There were just so many songs. And but we could have built it up, well, rock opera or whatever. But on the other hand, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of concept albums as such.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ok, alors effectivement, donc c'est pas vraiment un concept album, hein, malgré qu'il soit très long, malgré qu'il y ait beaucoup de choses d'ordre musical. Je lui avais posé la question si c'était pas de la musique pour théâtre en fait. Hein. C'est un peu l'imagination que j'ai eue parce qu'en écoutant ce disque, il y a quand même des choses, hein, ça interpelle les pensées, ça donne des images. Hein. Because I said each track of this album calls my imagination. The track Starlight, for example.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. For me, it's this track. For me, it's a big wave of very Italian violin from the 18th century, which enters at the beginning of the song.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Yes.
That's one thing in which we do have on this album quite a lot is to having these kind of folkish elements in there, and especially violins. Actually, what I believe is always to have a kind of a strong theme for a refrain, for the chorus of the song, which, or let's say the main theme of the song, which can be chorus, doesn't have to be chorus, but usually it is. So you start with that, and usually I like to use violins or guitar leads to that, and this time we, for some reason, had a lot of these kind of folkish kind of melodies, really. In a way, catchy melodies. They are not really like solos. They are more like just melodies. Mm-hmm. And I like that a lot. Though we had it then at least on 5 songs, I think, this time. And they are in a way they are not too happy or anything, but they are still like in a way really how do you say it? It's melancholic is a little bit wrong word. It's not that strong, but it has a little bit kind of it's not like happy folk music in a way, like you have some bands which are always only about laughing and having a party and stuff like that. It's not like that. It's more like kind of in a way sad melodies, but still really catchy. Okay. And I like that. And violin is one of my favorite instruments anyway.
Effectivement, il adore les violons. Hein. D'ailleurs, je trouve qu'il sonne un côté italien 18e siècle. Hein. C'est un peu cet esprit-là, quoi. Et en même temps, alors, il a dit, c'est pas vraiment le mot mélancolique. C'est surtout, c'est très catchy. Hein. En même temps, c'est accrocheur. C'est aussi très féminin. Ça, c'est vraiment un peu la musique qu'il propose concernant ce nouvel album. Et puis la voix d'Helena là-dessus aussi, hein, elle est juste magique, quoi. And the voice of Helena Michaelsen, fly in the sky like an eagle. From yes, I'm talking about. I'm always talking about like Italian violin from Venice through Rome to Sardinia. This is my imagination.
Okay, yeah, yes. You're probably pretty close to that. I could imagine. Yeah, she's great. She
absolutely.
She can sing a little bit of everything. And to be honest. I never tell her what to sing, and that's the most funny part for me, and the most enjoyable part, because when I write the music, I do it always without any vocals or any ideas what she's gonna do. Mm-hmm. So basically, the whole album is like an instrumental album, and after that, I just send her the songs, and she decides 100% what she's going to do, and I never know what she's going to do. And I never can tell her what to do, even if I would like to, because she wouldn't listen. So it's always a big surprise. And every time she just surprises me. Let's say there has been only like maybe one time or two times in 20 years that I tell her to sing something else. But she probably wouldn't do that anyway. So she's a talent.
Oui, effectivement, qu'elle a beaucoup de talent, Helena. Elle fait partie des grandes chanteuses, hein. Belle voix, magnifique en tout cas. Et puis en même temps, il lui a envoyé l'album en version instrumentale au départ, et puis elle a chanté dessus. C'était la surprise pour lui. Hein. Il attendait son retour avec impatience et elle l'a fait. Il a été surpris totalement et totalement conquis. Elle a vraiment extrêmement bien travaillé. Elle a vraiment placé sa voix. Elle a su donner de l'émotion à sa musique. Et je vous dis, il a été très très surpris, quoi. And my imagination said to me, all the dynamics of the piece is concentrated on the look of the eagle, which is the expression of Helena Michaelsen.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And there's one more kind of interesting fact about her when she records. I think that's like her personality as well, how she is as a person. She never actually rehearses any of the vocals on the studio, and she never makes any plans. She hardly ever even writes any lyrics. So what happens is that when she hears the song in when she's recording, she's improvising every time. So she doesn't take 10 takes or anything. Like many singers, they take like 10 takes and then they take the best pieces and put it together. But she doesn't. It's unbelievable. She hardly ever makes any mistakes. So she sings it in one go, and she kind of invents the lyrics when she's singing. So she doesn't have anything on the paper. It's unbelievable.
Ok, elle est arrivée en studio, elle avait aucune parole, elle n'avait rien, elle avait juste les idées de la musique, hein, bien évidemment. Elle avait les lignes de chant, elle avait encore rien composé, elle a tout fait comme ça directement en studio, ce qui l'a totalement étonnée. Elle est totalement professionnelle. Je vous ai dit, hein, c'est une très très grande chanteuse, dotée d'un côté artistique incroyable, quoi. Elle avait aucun plan, no plan, aucun plan, elle n'avait rien. Elle a improvisé totalement et ça a été incroyable. Ça a vraiment bien réussi, quoi. And on my next question, always like an eagle to Helena Michaelsen, flies even lower, crosses Mediterranean Sea with the track dancing between to Tunisia and Algeria, because the flute behind Helena's voices gives the direction. The flute is very interesting.
It is interesting, and it's I like a lot of the classic instruments. You know, it's something that I find really fitting to this kind of music, you know. So you keep the drums and guitars really simple, or actually very simple, and you kind of spice it up with flutes and violins and especially with woodwinds. I totally love woodwinds, like flutes and oboes, and you know. And that's something that supports the singing. It's not like those things are the main melody most of the time, but they are there together with the singing, and that makes it really beautiful. That's true. I like it.
Effectivement, quand toujours dans ce personnage d'Helena Michaelsen, je l'ai comparé quand même à un aigle qui survole et qui descend du côté de l'autre côté de la Méditerranée après être passé du côté de Venise, de Rome, de la Sardaigne. Il débarque du côté de la Tunisie et de l'Algérie en même temps, et avec le titre derrière, sur le titre Dancing, qui est absolument magnifique, avec le côté flûte qui donne un petit côté Maghreb. Et donc c'est la direction que ça prend, et ça colle parfaitement. Ce côté, il y a un petit côté arabisant comme ça, un petit côté Maghreb derrière qui est très intéressant, quoi. And about dancing, this track would perfectly with or for an evening of a belly dance in the palace. It's always my imagination.
Okay.
yes, it's very interesting.
Cool.
Yeah,
actually, yes.
Yeah, I said it speaks perfectly for an evening of belly dance with the dancing in the palace. Nice.
Actually, she did actually on the first album. I don't know if you know the first album, but if you look at the promo photos of the first album, she actually did wear this kind of a belly dancing outfit.
Okay.
And she had that on some of her videos as well, so she likes that. So I think you are not too far away
Ok. Alors effectivement que ce titre, il est beau, le dancing, on vous l'a passé toute la semaine, sur 213 Rock Times Classic Rock Radio. Ça colle parfaitement avec le belly dance, dans un palais belléical, magnifique. J'imagine ça à Tunis, à la Médina, j'imagine ça donc aussi sur Alger. En même temps, c'est beau. Il y a des endroits pour ça où on peut où ça donne de l'imagination effectivement, et c'est vraiment beau quoi. And I imagine too the eagle would land in the courtyard of the palace. Helena will find her body and start dancing barefoot with her arms and hands pointing to the sky. Because it's totally crazy because it's your music.
Yeah. Well, I could imagine her doing that. To be honest, yes. Actually, barefoot fits her perfectly. When we are playing live on stage, she never wears shoes. She's always barefoot.
Ok. Alors oui, que j'ai imaginé. Effectivement. Alors. Pour traduire tout ça, oui, effectivement, on imagine que Helena, comme ça, est en train de danser pieds nus, donc dans ses fameux palais. En même temps, on peut aussi imaginer ce titre avec ses bras comme ça, ballants, et avec donc ses mains pointées vers le ciel. Il y a toute une imagination. Elle l'a fait d'ailleurs, comme le précise Jan, lors de leur premier album, very first album, comme il le dit. Il y a un titre, il y a un titre comme ça. On n'est pas loin, effectivement. On n'est pas loin de toute cette imagination, et c'est aussi ce sont les images qu'il nous donne quoi. And finally, The Last Horizon is the new album is very rich musically, because I couldn't go like this for hours, because other tracks called my imagination, such as Valhalla I Ride, Only a Dream, or Where Are You Now, or the beautiful My Other Half. These tracks reach another dimension, of course.
Yeah, there are a lot of different kind of songs on there, and on purpose we actually kind of split it in two. Like the first CD is more like rock numbers and heavy numbers, and on the second one you have like all the weird stuff, also the slow ones, and really like atmospheric songs and stuff like that. And yes, it's true. We do love to make different kind of songs. Of course, when you play live, you want to play the heavy songs and the rock songs because that just works on a gig. But on the album, it's so beautiful to listen to other stuff as well,
Ouais, effectivement, totalement d'accord. Sur scène, ils ont une playlist qui est totalement changeante, de titre en titre. Ils sont capables de jouer de titres très rock ou voire des titres très métal. Et en même temps, il y a aussi des étranges atmosphères sur chaque titre. Ouais, moi je vous conseille vraiment l'autre titre, My Other Half, qui est absolument magnifique. La voix d'Helena Michaelsen est géniale, quoi. C'est ça, quoi. And finally, Helena has a mystical voice. It's the language of the heart.
Yeah, which makes it also really cool because, she can do so many different things. If you have a heavy song, she can sing and grunt and do all the heavy stuff. And if you do a really slow song or a really acoustic song or something, she can be very gentle. And, it's so versatile to work with her. And it's really a pleasure, to be honest. Yeah.
Effectivement que c'est un plaisir, car Helena peut tout chanter, des titres très heavy ou des titres acoustiques. Ça, c'est le langage du cœur, c'est sa voix mystique aussi. And in fact, your new album, The Last Horizon, your fans have to imagine the images of the theater piece until they reach a conceptual balance. This is your album.
Yeah. That's it, and we are in a lucky position in a way that we can basically do what we want, and we don't have to write certain kind of songs for our for a success or whatever, because we do have our steady own fan base, which has been following us for many years. So it's kind of proven already that this is the kind of way we want to do things, So it is really relaxing. There are not really like pressure to write anything. We don't want to. Everything comes really naturally, and we have enough songs. We always have enough songs, and we can even skip songs. And even this time, we had like 2 CDs full of songs. We still had 5 songs that we didn't even use. It's unbelievable.
Et oui, que tout cet album est juste incroyable. Ils l'ont composé sans aucune pression. Tout est venu naturellement. Et en même temps, ce disque, je vous dis, vous écoutez la musique et avec un peu plus de concentration, vous aurez les images, tout le scénario qui viendra à votre esprit. C'est ça la réussite d'un album. C'est ça la balance, en tout cas, l'équilibre musical avec les images. Et cet album-là réussit dans ce domaine, effectivement, quoi. And Jan, finally, your inspiration had no limits.
No, we don't actually have no limits when it comes to that. But to be honest, what I've noticed on the last album, or at least when playing live, of course, songs that are more kind of a rock and roll kind of songs, really straightforward songs, those just work really well live. And in the past, like a couple of albums ago, in Secret Passion and maybe even Tears of Silence, we had a lot of songs which were really, really progressive, really almost like progressive metal, symphonic progressive metal. And meanwhile, those are totally cool to listen on a CD. They are not fun to play live. They get a little bit too complicated. There's too many stuff happening there. And, I wouldn't say people get bored, but they kind of lose interest if there is not enough kind of catchy things in there. That's why on this album we do have a Starlight and Dream Away and Flower and the Sea, songs which are really easy to listen to, which are really stick in your head. And then you can have also those progressive songs next to those.
Effectivement que par le passé, ils ont écrit des titres progressifs, d'autres beaucoup plus symphoniques. Ils sont très ouverts. Il a pas de limite, Jan. Ça va très loin. C'est très profond. Et ce disque-là, ce nouvel album de 113 Rock Vinylestimes Classic Rock Radio, dont vous en passe des extraits. Imperia, donc The Last Horizon, va dans ce sens. Il y en a pour tous les goûts, en tout cas. Donc voici le track listing du nouvel album The Last Horizon, disponible depuis mars dernier. L'album s'ouvre avec Dream Away, en 2 Starlight, en 3 To Valhalla I Ride, en 4 Flower and the Sea, en 5 Blindfolded, en 6 While I Am Still Here, CD numéro 2 Only a Dream, en 2 Where Are You Now, en 3 I Still Remember, en 4 Dancing, en 5 Miles a Half, en 6 One Day, en 7 I Send You My Love, et en 8 une version piano, Let Down, 213 Rock on Vinylestimes Classic Rock Radio. Le line-up: Helena, Iren, Michaelsen au chant, Jan Yrlund guitare en direct ce soir, Gerry Verstreken, that's right, your best player.
Yeah, Verstreken, yeah.
Yes, and Merijn Mol à la batterie, 213 Rock Vinylestimes, the Classic Rock Radio. So, Jan, about the live show, as you said, how was your show at the female metal event in Netherlands 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, it was fun. We've been playing a couple of years ago. We played at the female metal event, which was in the larger hall, but because of the COVID, they had to cancel it 2 times already. So and now this time they wanted to do something because they were about to cancel this one as well, because they had to cancel the big hall. So they did a small club show.
Okay.
And we were happy that they invited us to play there. And unfortunately, one band had to cancel before us, but we were there, and it was like a small club of, I would say, maybe 200 people, 250 people, but it was totally full. It was really, really full, and that was really, really nice. It had this kind of a very nice atmosphere when you have all the people really next to you. Okay. It's something really special. So you really felt like you are together with the audience in the same small venue, basically. So that was kind of fun. And we played a set of just an hour. So for us, a short set, because we normally play at least 1.5 hours. So, but it was fun. It was totally fun, and we had a lot of good time. For sure.
Et oui, qu'il y a 2 semaines, ils ont participé donc suite à 2 fois des annulations. Donc la 3e fois a été la bonne concernant ce Covid. Ils ont joué dans un club, et en même temps il y avait 200 personnes. Et parce que à la base le festival est beaucoup plus gros, mais là ils ont fait une version club. Donc ils ont été invités pour venir jouer. Il y avait 200 personnes. Ils avaient l'impression qu'il y avait beaucoup plus de monde. Ils étaient très proches du public. C'était génial. Ils ont fait un set de 1 heure, en tout cas de 1 hour. Ils ont fait un set d'1 heure. Et puis c'était fantastique. C'était une belle ambiance, en tout cas. Ils en gardent un excellent excellent souvenir. C'était juste génial en tout cas, quoi. Et en même temps, so Jan, I hope you will come to play in France maybe one day.
I hope so. We are working on it, and we do have one festival date. I'm not allowed to announce it yet, but it's going to be in August.
Okay.
In the north of France. So yes, we will be there in August. But I still hope that we would have some more shows also in Paris, and we try to make our best. And if anybody wants to book us, just take contact. You know how to find us,
Ok, effectivement. Alors, il y aura peut-être quelque chose, effectivement, au mois d'août, concernant un petit festival du côté du nord de la France. Mais en même temps, il travaille, j'espère en tout cas qu'il travaille sur une prochaine tournée européenne. Et puis, Paris, bien évidemment, sera une étape pour eux. So, Jan, thank you very much for this live interview tonight. It was a great pleasure. Do you have a message for the audience tonight, please?
Oh, please. Yeah, that was really a pleasure. We haven't had that much interviews for France for some reason, I don't know, but for sure we want to come there, and we've had great reviews there and a lot of fans there, that's for sure. So I really hope that by this we also reach a wider audience, and just give us a chance. We've been around for a while, and we will be continuing making albums for sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, Jan, merci beaucoup. Thank you very much, Jan. En direct ce soir, Vinylestimes, le Classic Rock Radio, Jan Yrlund, le groupe Imperia avec l'album The Last Horizon. Tout de suite, on continue en musique 213 Rock, Vinylestimes, Classic Rock Radio, le titre Starlight, mais alors quel beau titre, on 213 Rock, Rock Station, Vinylestimes, Classic Rock Radio. Hell yeah on your Web Rock Station, Vinyl Times, the Classic Rock Radio. C'est terminé pour ce soir. Imperia, Starlight, le nouvel album The Last Horizon. Jan Yrlund était en direct avec nous depuis la Finlande ce soir. Un grand monsieur en tout cas. Quel bel album, double CD. Hein. Il y a des titres de dingue à l'intérieur. Hein. Comme on l'a mentionné durant l'interview. Hein. To Valhalla I Ride, Only a Dream, Where Are You Now, My Other Half. Et puis à l'instant Starlight et Dancing. Il y a vraiment des gros titres. Hein. J'espère que vous avez apprécié en tout cas 213 Rock, Vinylestimes, le Classic Rock Radio. On se retrouve demain soir 20h et n'oubliez pas de parler des Vinylestimes à vos amis, tout simplement dites-leur. Il y a 2 émissions en direct hein, sur cette radio, sur cette Web Rock Station même je dirais, 213 Rock à partir du lundi au vendredi à partir de 20h. Donc en direct, ça c'est chaque soir et en même temps le samedi et le dimanche by le Doc Olivier. Retrouvez l'émission Last Ride à partir de 18h avec des live interviews, des news, des podcasts, etc. Tout est disponible et surtout axé sur les nouveautés. Voilà, vous savez tout. Rendez-vous demain soir, 20h, 100% musique demain soir. La prochaine interview, ce sera la semaine prochaine. 213 Rock, merci encore. Rendez-vous demain soir, 213 Rock.